Everybody, look at my butt. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Women of Eternity, where we are God-fearing, God-living, God-loving. I'm Natalie. Hello. Hello, welcome. Happy Sunday. I actually just got out of church. It was so good. So at the end of last week, I told y'all how we had a speaker. His name is Guy Hammond. He came and spoke about LGBTQ. He actually is a same-sex attracted man who has lived and devoted his life entirely to Christ and just how we can minister to this community better. And he did the sermon today. So edifying, so encouraging, and so many great practicals. But the day's not over. It just started. Y'all, they're so nice to me. They got me a gift. Cause I've mentioned how like I feel like I got 1 foot over here, 1 foot over there. And no, the young adult ministry at this church is just phenomenal. And so yeah, I'm really excited about that. They were gonna go paintballing, but I don't know. I don't feel like being that active. And I'm really hungry. But I need to return some clothes to my girlfriend, get some food, and we're gonna figure out the rest of the day.
I'm like sporty today.
It's Chara, you guys. Y'all, we do discipleship together. She's the one who y'all heard in my last vlog last week. And she's in my car for the first time.
I'm in the whip.
Y'all, I don't know why she wanted me to drive her, but I'm just so excited. I'm so happy now.
Oh, were you gonna be vlogging like on your way?
Girl, you know, I just be running my mouth. I actually have nothing to say. I just talk about whatever I'm thinking about. It's like I pretend someone's with me, but it's y'all. Hey y'all. All right, let's find where we're going.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna watch everybody do paintball while we sit back and look cute and act like we're at a derby. At least that was the mindset I had. I don't know.
Okay, they have it for 3 hours.
We're here. So they're playing over there, and then they're gonna play here for the second game, and we're just gonna eat and watch. Our people are over there, but I'm being very entertained. They are killing it. Oh, don't shoot me, thank you. The girls are killing it as expected. So many people are out. Oh, we got a runner. We got 3 runners. Okay. You got it, Effie. Get down. Oh, she bold. You are bold. Bold. It's getting intense. Hello, welcome back. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I've been a terrible vlogger. But I'm about to wash my hair. One of y'all asked for a hair care routine, and I figured, what better time? I'm so crusty. I feel like my actual hair is still holding up well. Like some dry shampoo really could just do the job, but my scalp, she's screaming at me. You can kind of see the crust. Not to mention, I literally have a whole flare up. Yeah. And so I'm about to wash her. I'm so sad. I'm gonna miss the straight hair. But I don't know, I feel like the curls are just me. So we're gonna do that. And then we desperately need to go grocery shopping this evening. Oh, it's Tuesday. Did I say that? Happy Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hair, but let me show y'all what I use. Ooh, someone also asked for a recommendation for dandruff. This is what I use. Gets the job done, it's bomb, and it doesn't stink. and it's gentle. Then I would follow it up with a mask. I don't have a mask, so I use this. It's cheap, it's thick, it's nice. It's the Cream of Nature Intense Condition Treatment. Yeah, deep conditioner in a bottle. And then I finish it up with my Olaplex Bond Maintenance Conditioner. I store it upside down, as you can see. I'm trying for it not to just like all go to the top, but yes, this is her. So I'm gonna hop in the shower, let the curls bounce back, and we'll style my hair. Hello, y'all. I always complain about how expensive the salon I go to is, but I remember why. My hair literally feels better now than it did before they put the heat on it. They take such good care of my hair. I'm so excited I can't talk. Use the Aveda Nurture Replenish for my leave-in, styling, the Cantu Curl Activator, and then for my gel, the Bounce Curl Light Hold Cream Gel. I already did these two, and I'm just gonna show y'all how I style it. It's not hard, and I'm also trying to make it quick because my phone's about to die. But I literally take a section, light tension, boo-doo-doo-doo-doop. This is my bad side. This side doesn't curl as easily, but I literally just take a piece, go like that, throw it back to my whole head. It's not 100%. I'd say it's like 90. But this is where I could really see the cut. So as y'all can see, it's definitely shorter. I definitely got a cut. My ends are nice, and the issue is I wish I had more layers because I feel like it has no shape, right? Kind of just there. So I'm gonna figure out what to do about that. But I'm having a friend come over for movie night, and I need to go grocery shopping, but I don't feel like it. And now that the wedding is over, it's time to lose this weight. I told y'all I was holding out because I needed the dresses to fit, but that's over. It's time to get skinny. And I'm sorry if that triggered anyone. Jokes, jokes, jokes. Honestly, I want to tone up, lean out, nothing crazy. I want to focus on muscle more this time around. So I understand like the scale may not change as much, but it's really just going to be about the weight. But I was thinking, okay, I mean, I haven't figured it out. I'm not a trainer. I'm not a professional. Main thing is just working out, calorie deficit, and I'm going to let my body do what it do. And with that being said, food entrees, frozen dinners, TV dinners, whatever you call it, is a hack. It's such a hack. Get good ones. Don't get ones with a bunch of just crap. But they are really tasty and not that many calories. It's a perfect serving size. And so basically I'm about to just go get a bunch of food entrees and call it a day. So these Wegmans entrees, delicious, and the ingredients are so good. And get a few of those. Amy's Mexican casserole, fire. Saffron Road butter chicken, y'all. This, love it, so good. Frontera, I think that's how it said. The fajita chicken bowl, solid, clean, really, really good as well. I'm so mad I forgot my cart. Not my cart, my bags. Okay, so boom, I just got what I needed. I'm not gonna lie, I got food from the hot bar. So that's actually gonna be my dinner. And the Wegmans, the pulled pork one I showed you, y'all, it is so good. However, I double checked, it does have canola oil. So sub points for that. But all the other ones are completely solid. Like Amy's and Saffron Road, they used expeller pressed, which just basically means the way the oils are processed, there's less chemicals and thus less trace chemicals in you, which means less inflammation for you. So yeah, that being said, I'm about to head home, do what I need to do, and have this movie night. I really detest parking lots. Like, in my head, because I made a turn, but it was too wide. And you don't have extra room in parking lots. And I was like, not y'all seeing me be a bad driver in public. It's like, girl, where else are you driving other than in public? And it's like, whatever. It still amazes me to this day the amount of people who are shocked when I tell them I'm a new driver. Like, I've only been driving for like a year and a half, maybe. Like, I hit the 1 year mark in October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, literally a year and a half, basically. They're like, what? Oh my gosh. Granted, I got my license back in 2020, but we had a whole pandemic, and I had a nice little job. Wherever I wanted to go, I could Uber. People have different stories. And I even got my driver's license as late as I did because having a seizure history or having a history of epilepsy just made the process much more difficult. But yeah, people really they are in disbelief. But I'm not ashamed. My time was my time. Y'all, I'm a late bloomer for real. I'm a late bloomer, but I bloomed. Don't worry about when everyone else is blooming or everyone else is seemingly having their moment. When it's your time, it's your time. And God knows what He's doing. Hello and good morning. Happy Wednesday. Y'all, today is going to be a productive day. I wanted yesterday to be a productive day. It didn't go as good as I planned. So we're starting again today. We're about to go to the gym. But I told y'all I needed some workout leggings. So we got them. We got them. And we're about to see. I'll put the link. Well, actually, I don't know if these are good yet. If I like them, I'll put the link. But it's a 3-pack. The ratings were good. I got gray, black, and like mauve. What are we feeling? Let's go with the gray. Got my shirt God sent. Feels soft. This is dumb. No booty scrunch weird stuff going on. I don't need no help. Even if you think you need help, if you're a woman of God, you don't need to be drawing attention to your butt. Like, what kind of message are you sending? Hey everybody, look at my butt. Make it make sense, woman of God. All right. So I was nervous because I got small to medium. Because the large, extra large, just would be too big for my waist. But the stretch, yeah, these actually feel really good. Wow. Now the stretch on these is crazy. These feel so nice. And they weren't that expensive. Okay. I could lower y'all now and show y'all a little bit more. Okay, so I'm about to get ready to go, but to energize, feel my body a little bit. I love beets, and beets are so good for you. I'll literally eat about half a can. Sweet, but not too sweet. And they're so good for your health, inflammation. The leftover goes in here. I'm gonna have a glass of water to hydrate, and we're gonna get out. Y'all, it is so beautiful out. It's really springtime. Like, the cherry blossoms are in bloom. Oh my gosh. And I just want to say, these leggings, I don't think these are not workout leggings. They are not thick. They hold nothing in place. In fact, it actually feels like I have nothing on. It feels like I have nothing on. It's crazy. I've never had leggings that are this lightweight. Granted, it was cheap for a 3-pack, so I knew I wasn't getting like the creme de la creme, but I mean, it's so buttery, so lightweight. It literally feels like I have nothing on. Yeah, like this ain't snatching you up. They're not. they're not keeping you in place. They're not giving you no type of lift. It's literally just leggings, but the most comfortable leggings I've ever put on my body. I'll just say that, and I'll definitely link them. All right, so I'm at the gym. I'm just about to put my shoes on. Natalie, did you come up with a plan? No, I didn't. But I know I want to focus on core and arms today. So I'm probably going to do some, just some body weight exercises. And then I'll probably hit the row machine just because it's a nice full body exercise. Y'all know I'm still nervous to vlog in the gym. The treadmill feels safe because I can literally just set y'all up on there, and you can't see anyone else, right? But I'm not there yet. Just work with me, guys. I'll try. I'm pushing my comfort zone. I did bring my this one. These leggings are literally so soft, it's crazy. But yeah, let's go sweat. I love a good fully stocked aisle. They restocked everything except the smoked paprika. Like, y'all got hot, regular, where's the smoked? I need my smoked paprika. Well, I might as well show y'all what I've gotten so far. We got our cans, potatoes, chickpeas. We have eggs. These are the best reasonably priced ones I could get here. Got sweet potato. We got hot sausage, some cheese. Y'all, I usually like to get like the bougie block cheese, but you know, budget. Got these little Greek yogurts because I don't finish the big tub in time, but I know I need it for a few things, and these were only 79 cents. So I got a couple of those. Got salted butter. I got this to go on top of my salads that I'm gonna be making. They're basically just dates that are like good and crunchy. Got some avocados and some bacon. And I'm really short on my cards. Okay, music. But recently I've wanted to give people some cards and I didn't have any, or any that are appropriate. Like I need more thank you cards, congratulations, just like happy for you cards. Yeah, but I didn't have any. But I rave about Wegmans card section. I don't think cards are in the budget today because cards are expensive. But yeah, there's no point in teasing myself. Let's go. Let's just get out of here. Let's get out of here. Okay, so full disclosure, my meds have absolutely kicked in. My appetite is gone, but I need to eat, and so I'm opting for an entree. That's what these are for. This is the barbecue seasoned pulled chicken meal. It has chicken, broccoli, and sweet potatoes. But 38 grams of protein, 480 calories. It's not bad at all. Yeah, and the ingredients are solid. It does have added sugar, but I'm not crazy about no added sugar. Yeah, it's all about balance for me. But for the rest of this week, I will be cooking and showing y'all some of the things that I'm doing to be in a calorie deficit. I have a meeting today at 1, and so I'm gonna eat, get into my word, prepare for that. I am curious how these California chopped dates are because I've never tried these, but I know I love dates. No, I'm actually going to try them after I eat, because if those are really sweet, then it's just going to make my meal taste not sweet. You got to be smart about the order that you eat stuff. That's a big tip, big hack, y'all. You have to eat from most savory to sweetest, because otherwise if you eat something that's really sweet and then something that's like semi-sweet, what semi-sweet is not going to taste sweet at all. That is key, and if you didn't already know that, now you do. Don't mess up your own appetite by playing yourself. All right, it's a few hours later. To be honest, I didn't like that entree as much as the pulled pork one. My dad really likes that one. There are better ones, okay? But I am hungry, and so I'm gonna go ahead and make a salad. Like, I'm in the mood for something really refreshing. The main thing I'm making is the dressing. Like, this is kind of inspired by the kale salad I always get from Chick-fil-A. And yeah, we're gonna make the dressing, and I'm gonna have a fried egg to go with it just to beef it up a little bit. So we have the salad mix, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, a sweetener. I'm using maple syrup. So for the first one, I literally just eyeball it, going in with the olive oil. Boop. That's like the main part. And then the balsamic vinegar. Notice you don't need to like go overboard with the vinegar. And then, do I want to do honey? And this is real maple syrup, by the way. But I don't know, do I want to do honey instead? No, we're going to stick with this. No, I think we're going to go with honey. Add your honey. Boom. And then salt and pepper. Just going to go ahead and mix this really good until it starts to really come together. You'll feel the consistency change. This is definitely on its way more vinegar. Added a little more honey. That's it. That is so good. For my toppings, cheese, I have Pecorino Romano, so good. A salty, kind of nutty cheese. What I told y'all about, the California chopped dates. We're gonna see. Let me try one first. These aren't crunchy, but they are good, and I am using them. It's almost more like a raisin or a cranberry consistency. That's the salad. Happy Thursday. I don't think I like my haircut. It was real cute when my hair was straight, but now that I have more shrinkage, like my hair's a little let me lower you a little bit. My hair's a little past bra length right now. Maybe at the bottom, it's hitting at the bottom of my bra with shrinkage. And I just feel like it needs more shape. I feel like it needs more shape. Like at this length, this works when it's down the back, like it was before. But at this length, I feel like, let me see, like if it was more like, if it gave more of this, do y'all see what I'm doing, the way I hold it up? If it gave more of this versus that, like there are layers, but they're all at the bottom. And so I feel like I want my hair to go like that. Like I need the U. I want the bottom of my hair to be round, not blunt. You know? It's like I don't need layers in my whole head. I just want the bottom to be round, not blunt. Especially at this length. The blunt works when the hair is longer, I think, in my opinion. Hello, we're back. I'm making breakfast. We're having avocado toast. I feel like this avocado is going to be perfect. Whenever I buy avocados, I usually buy 3 and I try to buy them at different stages of ripeness, because when they're all ripe at the same time, then, you know, I usually end up wasting it because they go bad, or none of them are ready when you want. And so, yeah, I buy 3 at different stages. So this one feels ready, kind of squishy. I have these two. I think this one is going to be next. And this one, I mean, even the color, you can see how this one is still a really bright green and this one is, yeah. I just cooked my bacon, 2 strips, and I just like cut them in half. And then in the bacon grease, I'm gonna fry my egg. I also have my sourdough bread toasting because I don't like it too crunchy, which is why I don't put it in like the toaster or like the toaster oven. Anyways, have you ever bought like really good eggs? The shell is super thick. The yolk is a different, like the shell on this just like wanted to shatter. Come on. And it's like, cause it, like I said, it wants to shatter and I'm trying not to get any shell in there. And then I use a clean edge of the shell to break the yolk. And in case you're wondering how this fits, a little salt, don't need much because the bacon grease is already got enough sodium. Pepper. Oh, how does this fit into my weight loss? Well, first of all, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:05 a.m.
I'm not sure if you heard her, but it's 11:05. So intermittent fasting certainly helps. You know, extending that window that I'm not eating. But just count the calories and try to make sure it's balanced, making sure you're eating whole food. Like, it all helps, it all counts. And so, yeah. This is also, I heard you should not eat simple or processed carbs in the morning, especially if you have ADHD. And I want to talk about that. Yeah. I'm just going to prepare the avocado while we chat. A very sweet supporter left a comment that I actually found. Oh, this is perfect. I knew it. But no, she left a comment that I was a little offended. I was a little triggered. I didn't want to admit that, but I was. So she said, and I'm sharing it because first of all, I really do think she's coming from a very good place. Like her heart was in the right place, and I think this could be a learning moment for all of us, especially like those who love to engage on the internet, other brothers and sisters in Christ. Yeah, she says, here's the thing with depression and anxiety and ADHD. These doctors want to diagnose us with any and everything they can. They want us to depend on pills and the fact that that's our reality when in fact it's not. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. We are supposed to trust in the Lord and his healing abilities. Have you noticed when you are so nervous and you have anxiety that you say it out loud and then it gets worse? God isn't the only one listening. Satan is too. The power of life and death is in the tongue. So we have to watch what we profess out loud over our lives. We are children of the Lord, not of anxiety, depression, or ADHD, or whatever else is out there. Rebuke that ADHD, rebuke that depression and anxiety, etc. And know that you are loved by God. Know that he can and will help you overcome these things if you let him. Die to your flesh. Give him your life, and he can handle all of your battles. But if you don't genuinely give it to God, how can he handle it for you? I pray everyone receives this well and that you may be blessed and healed from it all. In Jesus' name, amen. Like I said, this sounds like it's coming from such a pure and genuine place, a place of really wanting better for me. So thank you for that. But I think there's a few thoughts that immediately came to mind, and maybe you're new to this channel. I want to just share some about myself and my testimony. So first thing I immediately recognized is this sister probably comes from a background or a church that, believes in word of faith or the word of faith movement, which doesn't have the best roots. So, and that's not a comment on you or your church, because, we trust these people and we believe these people. The thing with word of faith is a lot of the scriptures used to back up their theology is taken out of context. And it stems from the New Thought movement. Or New Thought and New Age are technically different, but very similar in the sense that it believes in like law of attraction or manifestation, that we can say things and we can manifest realities and manifest different things. And of course, they've Christianized it and they use some Bible verses, but here's the anchor, and here's why this matters. When we start to believe, power of life and death, to the power to create, the power to change realities is in our hands, we forget about God's sovereignty. And here's the thing, we do have authority and we do have power, we do have gifts, and these are wonderful things, but God is the ultimate decision maker and God is sovereign. And I love what she said about we have to depend on him and how he can and he will, if he chooses to, heal us from certain things. But something I feel like is often confused or not understood is the Bible does not promise healing, like physical healing. It promises spiritual healing. We're healed from our sin and iniquities. When it says, by his wounds we are healed, or in Isaiah, by his stripes we are healed, it was not referring to physical ailments or physical problems. It was, we're healed spiritually from our sins and on our iniquities. That is the healing that was purchased on the cross for us. So that's one part. And so sometimes we can get a bit entitled, like, oh, God owes me this. But the only thing he owes us is his promises. And God is just, God is faithful, and God does not lie, right? And I think sometimes when we start to believe he's promised us things that he hasn't in his word, we can start feeling like a sense of entitlement. But the reality is the only thing we deserve is hell. We're all sinners. We've all fallen short. We've all missed the mark. Like, God owes us nothing, but everything he does is from love, and everything that he does for us is a blessing. Like, when we talk about grace, grace is undeserved kindness, right? And mercy is undeserved forgiveness. Like, we don't deserve these things, but God gives it to us generously because that's who he is. And I think sometimes when we attribute so much to, it's in the tongue, all that stuff, and, what you profess matters and is so important. It is to an extent, because, okay, how do I want to say this? I really want to talk to y'all, and I'm doing a terrible job paying attention to what I'm doing with my food. So I'm going to use this seasoning mix by Loisa Saison. It basically has all the flavors I want. So I'm going with that, a little red chili flake. Mix it up. And yeah. But anyways, okay. What if I said, okay, to say, don't say certain things because Satan is listening, a lot of us give Satan entirely too much power. There's a spectrum, right? There's those who act like he's just not involved, everything is innocent, everything is good, nothing is spiritual, right? And then there are the ones who just give him way too much credit, way too much ammo, just doing too much, right? Now, based off of what she said about, oh, Satan is listening, it comes from the understanding that Satan doesn't actually know our thoughts, but he knows human behavior and he knows what we say, right? So he pays attention to what we say and uses that to get to know us more, and he can attack us better based off of what we say. Right. Cool. Here's the thing. If I'm like, oh my gosh, don't say you're black, or oh, I shouldn't say I'm black because Satan might hear me, we'd all be like, that's crazy because you are black and Satan didn't make you black. And although being black has its challenges in these United States, it does not in any way inhibit the abundant life that God has promised me. And it doesn't inhibit my walk with God. It just is. Very similarly, if someone has like a cleft lip, you wouldn't say, don't say you have a cleft lip. Satan might hear you. But it's like, I do. And Satan hearing that doesn't change the fact that it already is. And it also doesn't change the fact that he didn't give it to me. We understand it in these other scenarios, but when it comes to mental health, we tend to act like it's all spiritual. But the brain is an organ just as much as your kidney or your heart or your skin. The brain is an organ, and things can go wrong with the brain. You can have deficiencies, right? That's like saying, oh, don't say you have heart disease. Because the devil can hear that. And it's like, and he might, but God is sovereign. And although certain ailments and stuff definitely can come from the devil, not all of them do, right? I feel like as Christians, we can talk about mental or cognitive challenges as if it's make-believe. Like, I just need to will it, or I just need to try harder, or I just need to get up. But if it was that easy, we would have done it. I promise you, we would have done it. And nobody wants to be anxious. Nobody wants to be depressed. Nobody wants to have ADHD. This is the reality. It's not like there's no quotation marks necessary. And I think I was sensitive to that because of the experience that I've had. I've been talking to y'all so much, my food done got cold. But so I'm just reheating it real quick. But for a while, so I was lukewarm, and I had met a guy, and I started going to his church, which they say was non-denominational, but it was very Pentecostal, word of faith. And that was my first time being heavily involved in a church, but two, it was my first experience really learning or being taught outside of Catholicism. Like, I had gone to non-Catholic churches for years at that point. I'm listening for my food. I think it's ready. And so I'm learning about all this stuff I had never heard. I didn't know. And I've always loved theology. And so, to be honest, some things definitely were confusing and just I just didn't know. But I was so submitted that I fell in line and I believed it. And one of the things was pertaining to my ADHD, and I opened up to some of the people and the women there about how I struggle and I want to be more productive, and that this is a real issue, and I would like to stop taking medicine and stuff, but I literally don't know life without it. And but like my productivity level, my performance at work, all that stuff is like greatly affected. And I was told, Natalie, like, you just have to have more faith. God can deliver you. You just need to believe more, have more faith. Power of life and death is in the tongue. All that stuff. And when I tell you, I was believing for it. I was praying. I was fasting. Hands had been laid on me several times. All the things. And I still had it. I would believe with everything in me. I mean, I sincerely gave it to God. I was pleading and begging. I was decreeing and declaring in the name of Jesus, all the stuff. And it started getting to a point where I was like, do I not have enough faith? Why am I not delivered? And the guy I was dating at the time, he was also praying for my deliverance, which is crazy now that I think back at it. But I felt so utterly defeated. And then I actually started reading the Bible again. And I started reading about healing and all this stuff, not just listening to these scriptures taken out of context, but actually reading and understanding. And we have to know the difference between the spiritual warfare, consequences, and just the fall of man. Because if we just blame every sickness and every illness on the devil, one, we eliminate accountability. Two, we eliminate the sovereignty of God. And we fail to see how God could perhaps be trying to get the glory out of something. And for example, Moses had a stutter. Did God make the stutter go away? No. God used Aaron to speak for Moses. God will put people in your life to help you. There was no issue with Moses and him having the stutter or, poor speech was not a hindrance to how God was going to use him. In fact, it glorified God because God was able to do mighty things despite the fact that this man had, a stutter, right? Or when we look at Jacob and how he wrestled with God, he had a limp for the rest of his life. Are we going to say that, that came from the devil? Oh, you need to walk right. No. It actually came from him wrestling with God. Or Paul had a thorn in his side. He pleaded with God 3 times. And what did God tell him? My grace is sufficient for you. Sufficient. And that was after the cross. It aided in his testimony. The fact that he was able to do all the traveling, all the writing, the perseverance that he was able to teach because of it, the endurance he was able to model because of it. This is stuff that glorifies God. Not every illness, sickness, challenge is from the devil, and it doesn't always need to be, if it's in God's will, changed. Some things, and listen, let me make this abundantly clear. I still ask God to deliver me from ADHD, and I still would like to live life without it. But am I going to pretend that it's not a thing? No. Am I going to refuse resources that immensely help me because I want to prove something somehow? No. Yeah, I think we should be really careful and really mindful about how we talk about certain issues and what we choose to believe, and if it actually is in fact biblical. That's my word for today. I have talked so much. I'm about to eat my food. It's not cute, but it will be delicious. I like to put the egg on top because it feels more like a sandwich that way. I think it's easier to eat. So we have our avocado all seasoned up, the bacon, the egg, and I did melt a little cheese on top. And yeah, I have work to do. I got to get this bonus video up for y'all. And then we have discipleship with Chara this evening. And I'm going to go to a quieter place so y'all can hear us better. I'm about to get to work, but I'm gonna make a bonus video around this topic because there are more examples and scriptures and just knowledge for me to share pertaining this subject that I'd actually really like to get into. And so, yeah, I'm gonna see if maybe I can film it today while it's like really like fresh on me, or next week. But stay tuned for that, because I know I didn't get really specific or give a bunch of verses and stuff, and I want to, and I actually, like I said, there's more to share. So yeah, stay tuned. Bonus video on that coming. Okay, first of all, why is it cold? It's the first day of spring, but I'm with Chara. She just went to the bathroom. Y'all, the last time last week when I filmed during our discipleship time, the music got copyrighted. And so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. Maybe we'll do a recap when we leave. But yeah. Hello, welcome back, y'all. Happy Friday. We're about to get into it. It's 1 o'clock. Woo. It's almost 2:30. Wow. But do you see a red ring? Hello? Oh, it's me? That's crazy. Y'all, a red lip is going to do it every time, but I'm all dolled up now because I'm not going to have time to go home. I was thinking I was going to visit my cousin, come home, then go to church. But my cousin is always, she's already halfway to church. And so it doesn't make sense to turn around. And yeah. So we're ready. We're ready for tonight now. I will be changing my shoes. But other than that, we're good to go. Y'all, I feel like every week I'm just debuting a new gift I got for being a bridesmaid. Dami got us a hydro flask. I really only got it because I need the straw for this red lip. Oh my God. You guys, I don't think you understand. Do you she's an angel. And she's so tiny. Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm obsessed. I literally came in, I was like, oh my gosh, like, can I make one of those? Like, I need one. The baby fever is so bad. Look at her peeking at y'all. Who's that? Those are just your aunties on the internet. And those are your aunties because I'm your auntie, so period. I'm obsessed. She is so precious. Oh my God. You guys, the baby fever is bad. I don't even have a husband. Like, Okay, so we are now on our way. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. When I say I'm fighting for my life right now, I am so hungry. You know, snacking on that bird food was cute or whatever, but she had Chick-fil-A and now I really want Chick-fil-A. And I know I'm not gonna be able to stick around after worship because I need to go to sleep for this prayer call in the morning. Because usually we would just like eat after. But I'm not going to have time to do that. Plus, I'm going to be really tired. I was really about to lie to y'all and be like, oh, I'm thinking about getting Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A is already added to the stop. I'm going to Chick-fil-A. But I'm not going to overdo it. We're going to keep it classy.
In the room, you're here and I know you are moving. I'm here and I know you are feeling. Holy Spirit, come rest on us. You're only one. You're only one. Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, come rest on us. You're only one. You're only one. Not be silent. I will always worship you in love. As long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. As long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. And I will not be silent. I will always worship you.
Hello, welcome back, y'all. Happy Saturday. It is 6:46. I literally did nothing today. Well, no, I did the prayer call, got up for that, and I went right back to bed. And I just had a really slow, chill day. But I've been having some serious conversations. Next week, we taking care of some things next week. But right now, we are headed to our house for some fellowship, having a good time. And y'all, let me tell you, I am growing so much, and I had a revelation. And this can apply to so many people, but especially if you are, if you're in a church home or community of some sort, or seeking discipleship, I think this is really important to think about and grasp. So we always want to put our best foot forward naturally, right? And I remember I was thinking, I'm like, why doesn't this, it doesn't feel like family yet. Like, I love everyone, it's amazing. I'm like, it doesn't feel like family though. And I'm like, because you're not treating them like family. With family, you don't send your representative, you know what I'm saying? Your authentic self. You actually show up like you're not afraid of rejection. I don't always put my makeup on for my family. I don't strive for my family. I also let my family see the wholeness of me, not just the best parts of me. And that's why family is able to call you out like no one else. Family is able to correct you like no one else. Family is able to discern your because they actually know you. And so I'm like, I need to challenge myself and allow myself to actually be known, right? So like, there are things that I'm working on that I know are bad, right? I can tend to be a Pharisee. Hello, I'm Natalie. I'm a Pharisee by nature. Legalistic by nature. A little critical by nature. Like, verging on judgmental. Verging, right? Like, I know me. And let me tell you, I do not want to be measured by the ruler in which I measure others, okay? naturally I give uneven scales. Naturally I am dramatic. Naturally I am, well, in my flesh, I should say. In the flesh, this is how I am. But I'm a new creature. And I always feel compelled to show up as the new creature. And not that you should ever show up as the old man, but let them know about the old man. Be real about the old man. And, you know, when you're struggling, actually let them know that you're struggling, because it's such a weird thing. I feel like sometimes we think, oh, if they know I'm struggling, I won't seem as holy, because that's a thing for me. I love holiness. I love holiness, and I so desperately want to be holy. Sometimes it can verge on deception, because you're trying so hard to come off as holy when, girl, are you not in this fallen temporal realm like the rest of us? You know, none is righteous, not one. Like, Jesus had to die for a reason. And I strive for holiness. But, you know, if I'm really going to be discipled and I'm really going to be corrected and called out and stuff, it is great if people are hearing from God about you, but they can also hear from you about you. And, you know, I've just decided I'm not sending my representative. And I didn't feel like putting on makeup today. I wear makeup a lot, but I don't wear it every day. And I wasn't in the mood, so guess what? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I smell good, I look good, I'm clean, but did I put on makeup? I didn't. And we're gonna have a great time. I don't know where anyone is at. I know I'm in the right place because you can tell it's loud. Like, I don't know where anyone is. Spades tournament. It's about to get going. I'm not good enough at spades to be at that table. So they're about to teach me exploding kittens.
Is this a temperament game? Like in terms of, what do you mean? It says exploding. You're trying to not pick one of these cards. It's basically a game of Russian roulette, but it's in the deck. So these are in the deck, and if you pick one of these, then you die. But the way that you survive is if you have one of these. So if you pick up one of these, if you don't have one of these, you're dead. But there's other cards in this deck that help you to like try to survive, and it's basically the last man standing. Okay.
And we went to Bird over there. Yeah.
But like afterwards, we were. Did you know that?
I knew it coming to that. Yeah, there's one card that
Hello, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Wow, so much is going on. God is really amazing. He's so faithful. Look, if you know you need to get right with God, do it. Find a good church home, find community, find people to fellowship, do life with, who can pour into you, disciple you, guide you. Get plugged in. It is so crucial. It's so necessary. That's why the Bible tells us to do this. Church is not going to supplement or is a substitute for your own relationship with God. You need that, but you also need people to do life with. Girl, get plugged in, or guy, whoever, doesn't matter. Get plugged in. Watch how God is going to transform everything. I love you. Jesus loves you even more. I will see you in my next video. Bye.